everybody, this is Mr. Rob, and welcome back to another episode of the Washington Commanders franchise here on Madden NFL 24. And today we're going to watch Super Bowl 61 to see who wins the matchup between the New York Jets and the Minnesota Vikings. If you're excited for this one, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. Now, let's see how both these teams got to the Super Bowl, shall we? As you can see, on the AFC side of things, with the Jets, the 2 seed, they beat the Ravens, the Steelers, and the Raiders to get here, while the Vikings were the 1 in the NFC, and they knocked off the Falcons and the Cowboys after that first round bye to make it to the big game. As here's a look at the Jets lineup. This is a very talented squad who 2 years ago had the number 1 overall pick when they drafted Drew Allar, and it's really worked out for them. He has been the leader of the offense, and they have been third in the league in offense, actually, with 27.8 points per game, while their defense ranks 5th with 20.5. While on the other side of things, the Minnesota Vikings, they have been a pretty dominant 15-2 season, 6th offense in the league, 26.1 points per game. Their defense has been deadly. 15.8 points per game they are averaging on defense. That is first in the league by a wide margin. This is going to be a tough test for the Jets, as 2 young quarterbacks are also going to showcase their skill because they're led by Bo Nix. Now, before we get into the Super Bowl, let's take a look at the Pro Bowl rosters. Now, obviously, no Jets and Vikings on it. I will name them during the game. But we had a couple. Devin Singletary got named to the Pro Bowl, as well as Terry McLaurin. So they were our 2. Ironically enough, it was the offense that had more, as on defense, we only had 1. And it was none other than Jonathan Allen, who got named to that honor. He did not win Defensive Player of the Year for a 3rd straight season, but he definitely had a Pro Bowl. I forgot about Daron Payne as well. And Drew Tranquill made it, so we actually had 3 on defense. I must have missed them on the first go-around, but 5 Pro Bowlers in total, which is not bad for a team that only won 3 games this season. Here are your yearly awards. Your MVP of the season is Patrick Mahomes. He will get it done, beating out Lawrence and Purdy and Jackson. And your Coach of the Year is Kevin O'Connell, who led the Vikings to the Super Bowl. With that being said, let's get into the action. Super Bowl 61, shall we, here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, for the 61st edition of the big game to see who will be crowned the world champions of the NFL. Will it be the New York Jets, 13-4 season, or will it be the 15-2 Minnesota Vikings? Both these two teams, it has been a long time since they've even appeared in a Super Bowl. The Jets' lone Super Bowl was Super Bowl III 58 years ago. Now, they did win that Super Bowl on the Vikings on the other side. They went to 3 back in the 70s, but they didn't win any of them. They're 0-3 in this game, and it's been 60 years since they've been to one. No, 50 years, since they've been to a Super Bowl. So, something's got to give here tonight. Let's start off with the action here, and it begins early. Drew Allar throws a pick 6 to Devin White, who takes it the distance, 47 yards, and what a way to begin this day. The Minnesota Vikings jump out front thanks to Devin White, who's been a great signing for them the past few seasons, 110 tackles this year. He puts the Vikings ahead 7-0. Jets looking to try it again here on 3rd and 7, as this is a great run after the grab. That's not going to count, as it looks like there is going to be a holding call that brings this one back. So unfortunate there for the Jets, as they'll get Jedrick Wills. Now, it was a little downfield, so at least it'll be 3rd and 3, as they'll toss it out to Breece Hall, and the superstar halfback will get the first down. Hall, 1,473 yards this year. He would have been a Pro Bowler if they did not make the postseason. 3rd and 4, here's a short pass again that's caught, and Evan Stewart is actually hurt on the grab. That could be a big loss for the Jets. Stewart, second-year man at Texas A&M, had 4 touchdowns for them. 3rd and 5 again down the field, and this time they find the receiver open, as that's the replacement, it looks like, for Evan Stewart. So now 1st and goal here for the Jets. They're going to trust Breece Hall, and he gets maybe a yard before there's an injured Jet, Cooper Beebe, on the field. I formation now, 2nd and goal. Handoff to the fullback, and it's not going to catch the Vikings off guard, especially Aaron Donald, the multi-time Defensive Player of the Year. It's 3rd and goal, trying to throw for it now, and they get it. Touchdown Jets, Cade Otton on the out route, as he finds the end zone. The former Tampa Bay Buccaneer at a career-high 7 touchdowns for the Jets in the regular season. So now we're all knotted up at 7 apiece, so we'll get our first look at the offense for Minnesota. It's not going to start well. There's a loss for Donovan Edwards, the second-year man out of Michigan. 3rd and 13 now for Minnesota. Nix outside the pocket. He just throws this one out of bounds. And the Jets defense gets Minnesota off the field quickly as they look to get back in this ball game. 2nd 11 on their own 38 is play fake, but there's a man not fooled. It's Devin White who continues his strong start to this game. So the Jets face an early 3rd and 20. They're going to go empty here from their own 30. Alar across the middle, and it's knocked down. Good defense there. And that will force a punt from New York. So the defense is starting to settle in as here's a 3rd and 8 for Minnesota. Nix across the middle, but he's got Jay Jetta's Justin Jefferson, the best wide receiver in football. Will get out to the 38-yard line. That'll end the first quarter. Pretty evenly matched. Just that pick six proving to be the difference maker that keeps the Minnesota Vikings in the game. Now they have the football here, 2nd and 3 at the 15 of New York. Nix, flush to his left, fires, and he's intercepted in the back of the end zone. Picked off by DJ Reed Jr., named to his first Pro Bowl this season. A big turnover for Minnesota in the end zone. Keeps this one knotted up at 7 apiece. So now here's the drive for the Jets, 1st and 10. And here is Breece Hall on the swing pattern, getting out and getting in some space. Superstar halfback has been the lifeblood of this Jets offense. 3rd and 1, it's unfortunately going to be 3rd and 6. Looks like right guard Elijah Vera Tucker, the Pro Bowler this year, called for a false start. So making it a little bit harder for them. 3rd and 6, and there's a tough catch in traffic. Cade Otton brings that one in, sandwiched between two defenders. Out to the 24. Hand off, and that one's going to be read by Devin White again in the backfield. That's a TFL. 2nd and 13 now. They go play fake this time. Alar, right side, has a man for a 1st down. That's a nice grab by Mecole Hardman, who had a career-high 967 yards this year. Puts it goal to go for the Jets. They trust Breece Hall, but he gets maybe 2. Now from the 6, quick pass, and that one's batted down by Byron Murphy. Tried to hit his man on Jahan Dotson, the former commander, on the out routes. Makes it now 3rd and goal. Trying to spread out the defense. Man in motion, Hardman at the top of your screen. Alar, 3-man rush. Has time, but just throws out the back of the end zone, and they'll take the 3 points. So the Jets now have a lead. First one of the ball game is 10-7 as they'll kick this one back to Minnesota. As this one fielded a couple yards in the end zone, Bass will take this one out, go right side. He's got a little bit of space, makes a nice cut to the outside, and he's got a little bit of running room here, and he'll be tackled down at about midfield. How about Bass with the return from Minnesota? Gives them good field position, but they quickly face a 3rd and 4. Nix throwing for it. Across the middle, he's got Jefferson again coming up clutch. Jay Jetta's the X factor. And Quentin Williams is actually hurt on the play. He's questionable return. That could be a big loss for the Jets. 2nd 11, Nix across the middle. He's got his man in the end zone. Touchdown Vikings. It's Amari Cooper, who has been a big pickup for the Vikings. He has really complimented Justin Jefferson and put up a great year, named to his 3rd Pro Bowl. So now 14-10 Minnesota as Alar feeling some pressure, rolls right into a sack from Marcus Davenport. And they'll turn it over to Minnesota off a punt. Got 2-minute warning here, trying to get something going as they're going to look for the deep ball. Hockenson has a step, but is thrown out of bounds. Could have had a big connection there, but Nix just overthrew him. 2nd and 10 now. They're still going to throw for it. Nix looks left side again down the field. And this time Hockenson has it. He makes the grab in tough coverage this time, and he gets out to the 42 of New York. So you try it again, and it works. Now 3rd and 4 for Minnesota again. Quick pass. It's Hockenson who eats the contact and keeps going down to the 13-yard line. It's been all TJ on this drive. But you're inside a minute. Vikings let the clock run down to 8 seconds. Now 3rd and 1 from the 4. You got to throw in the end zone, and they do. Touchdown Vikings is Justin Jefferson who has it. And that's what gave the Vikings a big lead going into the half. They lead by a score of 21-10 through one half, but still 2 quarters to play. We'll see who will be crowned the world champions as we'll jump right through the halftime report. It is the Vikings who do start off with the football here in the second half, so a chance to extend their lead as there's a nice pass across the middle, starting off with Jordan Addison. Vikings just have so many weapons on offense for Bo Nix. Now to the 44, they hand it off to Donovan Edwards, who has space left side, and he gets a nice block downfield by Jefferson, and that springs him to the 30. Edwards only has 6 carries in this game, but when he's made his carries, he's made the most of them. Now a 3rd and 9 for Minnesota. Bo Nix flush to his left, and he just fires this one in the dirt. So that'll bring out a 46-yard try for Greg the Leg Zuerlein, He was 16 for 19 in the regular season. He does not get through here, so he gives 3 more points to Minnesota. They now lead by 14. So first drive here for the Jets, 1st and 10, trying to dump it off for Hall, but Byron Murphy, beautiful read of the screen there. That's a loss of 3. 2nd and 13 now. Alar across the middle. He's got a connection. Nice throw to Jahan Dotson, who went to New York in the offseason from us. And he had a career year, 967 yards for the former Commander and 11 touchdowns. 3rd and 4. That one's broken up by Byron Murphy again, having great coverage on the outside. So that'll force a 43-yard field goal for Matt Gay, and he will not get through. So both teams trade field goals on their first possessions. So now all 11-point deficit is here on 3rd and 10 as a nice pass down the field, caught by Amari Cooper, who gets open. Flips the field now out to the Jets side as 3rd and 10 again. They do it. No, they don't do it once more. They mark him inches shy. I thought he got the first down, but they say Rapp stopped him, and the offense is staying on the field. 4th and inches. Minnesota's going to go for it. They try to pass it for TJ Hawkinson, who has the out route beat, and he moves the chains and keeps the drive alive. Now out to the 9, 3rd and 1. Play fake again. Nix to his left, fires across the middle. He's got Edwards down at the 3, and his goal to go for Minnesota. And this could be a chance to go up by 3 scores. First canned off is to Edwards, and he gets maybe 1. They say his forward progress stopped at the 2. Goal line formation here, 2nd goal. They're going to try Edwards again up the middle, and he's going to get stuffed once more. Good defense here by the Jets in the red zone. It's now 3rd and goal from the 1. Goal line again. Handed off to Edwards. He's stuffed 3 yards shy. Good goal line stand for the Jets. But Minnesota's actually going to keep the offense on the field. 4th and goal from the 3. They're going to go for it. Empty set. So it's going to be a throw. And the pass is broken up. And the Jets get nothing. Dan McGriff with the breakup. Or the Vikings get nothing, excuse me. So a chance to go by 3 scores. Instead, it ends up in 0 points. Interesting play call nonetheless as Breece Hall gives the Jets some breathing room. And that'll make it now 3rd and 3. 3 tight ends on the left side. They're going to try to hand it off that way, but the Vikings defense is ready for it. Stuffs Hall shy. So that'll force a Jets punt, and it'll take us to the final quarter of play. But the Vikings lead 24-13, or a quarter away from getting their first Super Bowl. Or will it be the Jets who lead a comeback? We'll start here, and it'll be an interception. The Jets have something to say about it. Don McGriff gets an interception now. The second-year man of Wisconsin has had a great past 5 minutes. And he gives good field position here for the Jets, but on 3rd and 7, they're going to call a QB draw that goes nowhere. Interesting play call for New York, as they'll just kick 3 more, but it's a 1-possession game now, 24-16. 3rd and 4, they get to Nix, who tried to hit Edwards, who had some space outside. That'll be a punt. So with all that, the Jets are only down by 1 score, 24-16. However, it's 3rd and 1. They're going to trust Hall, and he's not going to get it. They try to go at the middle, but it's stuffed. And they'll punt it away back to Minnesota. So the Vikings now, 2nd and 10, out to his right. What a pass to Edwards, who makes a move on Gardner. Nix off balance, zinged that one right by a defender. That's a nice pickup. It's now 3rd and 7 for Minnesota at the 45. Across the middle, that one's caught. Good hands by Addison. He comes up with another big grab. Now next play, the 41 of New York. They go play fake. Nix trying to throw it deep downfield, and he's intercepted again. Picked off by Ransom, who gets it downfield. Mitchell is hurt, but the Jets, again, still only down by a score. Minnesota is letting New York stay in this ball game. They face an early 3rd and 10 from the 17. Alar, right side. That one's going to be caught for a first down by Campbell. We'll see if they can do it again. Now it's 3rd and 14. They go empty. Less than 5 minutes to go. They try to set up a screen, but that one is all blown up. And they will punt it back to Minnesota, which will take us to the 2-minute warning. But you can see on the big screens, Minnesota is in the red zone. So the Jets need a stop, and they need one, particularly with a turnover. First play is a handoff to Edwards, and he picks up 5. Jets will burn their first timeout. Now to the 5. Nix underneath center, gives it to Edwards again, left side, and he's going to walk into the end zone untouched. Touchdown, Minnesota. You have to feel like that could be the dagger They now lead by 15, so the Jets, they need to score. They need to score fast. They only have 2 timeouts. This will help. It's a nice pass to Hardman. However, a great tackle by Lewis Seen will keep him in bounds. So the Jets will hurry to the line. They'll keep their 2 timeouts. Now inside a minute. Alar, next play, throws right side, and he is intercepted by Byron Murphy Jr., who's been all over the ball today, and that will do it. Minnesota will win by a final score of 31-16, and for the first time in franchise history, the Minnesota Vikings are your Super Bowl champions. After going 0-3 in the 70s, they finally get it here on this Sunday afternoon in Miami. Steven, maybe you'll see this one day in your life. I hope you do. But the Minnesota Vikings are your Super Bowl champions here today as they get to celebrate with the trophy as they're handing it off. As I don't even know where the head coach O'Connell is, as I don't even see him upon the moving stand. Oh, there he is. Okay, so he finally made the trip. Knicks raises the trophy, but your Super Bowl MVP will go to Devin White, who made the pick 6 early in the game. He had a sack, a couple TFLs. Nobody on offense really stood out with all the interceptions, so Devin White worthy of the Super Bowl MVP. Vikings have just built a good team, man. Great drafts with Edwards and Nix on offense. Great signings with Cooper, White, and Aaron Donald even. And they cash in with a Super Bowl trophy. And that'll do it for year number 4. And that'll do it for this franchise. We'll have one more episode. It'll be the series finale where we'll go through all 4 seasons once more and wrap up this Commanders chapter in time for EA Sports College Football 25. The premiere will be this Friday of who I will pick as my team in that game. You don't want to miss it. But thank you guys so much for the support of the series. If you've enjoyed it, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.